G'day everyone and welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today we're going to try and get this Ford D series going. It's an old fire truck, it's got a petrol in it, hasn't run for 16 years, a mate of mine told me. So what I'm going to do now, it's been here a few months now, but we're going to skip back and quickly show you where it come from, how we got it here, and then we'll cut back into cranking it up. Today I'm filming off the phone because this was a spur of the moment thing that we're taking this one, and I didn't bring me equipment with me to film it. So hopefully this works out all right. So it's a 72 Ford D series, I think 72. Was originally a fire truck from Greenwell Point on the south coast of New South Wales. I believe it's only got 50 something thousand kilometres on it from brand new. So it's, you know, 5 or 6 services into its life, if that. We're going to tow it out of here. I'm not doing a first start on it there, or will it start? It's been here for many, many years. I'll confirm that later. Hasn't been going for many, many years, and we'll tow it out and do a start on it once we get it home to my place. So what we're going to do now, I might just quickly cut this grass around the front of it. I've brought the whipper snipper down, because I've got to lay under it and drain just check if there's any water in the bottom of the sump. We'll quickly do that and we'll throw the cab over and we'll see if the motor winds over or if it's not seized. As I said, it's been about 16 years. I did notice that the starter motor's behind the cab down and it's exposed, and if that's been copping all the weather, there's a fair chance that won't work. So what we'll do, I'll do a quick walk around of it, tell you a little bit about it. It hasn't got a very rich history, very low kilometres still on this truck from brand new. It's just a shame where it was left and they rot out these old Fords. Leaving them near trees most of their life is certainly no help. So she was originally from Greenwell Point, from the south coast of New South Wales. I think I mentioned that at the start, but that was weeks ago, so if I double over on something here, just forgive me. But then it went to just a few local farmers and stuff. They were using it for pile burns and stuff on their farms. It was shedded for a long time, and then the last 25 years or something, she's been left outside. So local farmers had it burning off piles, watering animals, that sort of stuff. eventually the pump failed on it, and then I just think all the equipment was stripped off it, but we'll have a look around it. The year model, correct me if I'm wrong, around 72. So there's the starter there, and that's exposed. So if that spins, it'll go, but I mean, if not, we'll have to pull it off on the bench and air this episode another day. So she got the crew cab on her. They'd leave all their, that was for more blokes to go to the fire, keep all their stuff in there, all their PPE and equipment like that. Got a big tank on there, that's actually a galvanised tank. But on top is just a mild steel lid, and that's rusted through. So that's a really good tank if we could make another lid for it. And that was my plans for it, just get the tank off it and use elsewhere. But it's not the sort of truck I'd use here because, again, hydraulic brakes, they gather moisture, they haven't worked for years, and there's a big cost in getting that up and running. Pumps have been taken off, hoses have been taken off. She's still got the spare up on her. Looks like she's got a keg underneath her here. Once would have been full of cold, frothy, lovely beer, I'd imagine. Someone's enjoyed the schooners out of that, and then they've thrown her up under there. I haven't yet got that door to open. I haven't put too much effort in it, but it hasn't opened just easily anyway. So she's a D1011. I think that means 100 horsepower, 11 tonne, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we'll get into getting her going. We'll cut that, and she got the spray bar still on her too, look. So we'll cut this grass, I'll lay underneath her, show you the sump, make sure there's no water in there, and then we'll see if she winds over. I'm just going to drop this plug, see if there's any water in the bottom. It's certainly sat long enough for it to separate. She's a bit too low and wet to lay underneath it properly, so I'm sort of reaching in. I've had a lot of rain here the last week or so. No, it's oil straight away. It's funny having oil straight away on an engine that's half exposed out the back behind the cab, because a tin rocker cover and stuff like that will usually get condensation under them. But this one's not the case at all. It's, apart from being black, it's in quite good shape. It's not gluggy, it's not too thin. Okay, what we're going to do now is try and get the shed over on her. In order to do that, this bull bar's got to be folded down, and assuming it's like any bigger truck with a bar, you undo these two bolts and pull the pin, and she should come down. Okay, you didn't have to pull the pin on that one. Usually they've got a frame through here, so you're pulling off the chassis. So if you towed this thing out, you're just pulling off those two bolts that I pulled out. Not to worry. She's not that heavy anyway. Do we move further? Felt like that went further, didn't it? You usually open the doors in these forward control trucks. It gives a bit more weight on the front of the cab, but this thing stinks that bad of rats. I'm breathing fairly heavily. I'm just going to try and lift her how she is, and she don't end up on the grass in front of her. There she goes. So as you can all see, it's quite a big thing. It's quite a big truck. So, but anyway, it's nothing we can't handle. We'll try and see if the motor spins over. I could try by hand because that fan's direct driven off the crank. And then we'll put a battery in if we have success there. I'll just knock her into neutral. That's probably what's holding me here. I don't know if the brake's on or not, but I'll go. Shall I just hop in here? Okay, so my wife's here on site again filming with me today, and she's just off cameras sort of raised a few concerns with the smell coming out of the cab from the rats, but you know, she wants to hang around me. She's got to put up with these things. So, oh yeah, there she goes, look at that. Okay, that's quite easy. And keeping in mind, it hasn't done a lot of work either. I think it's, what did I say at the start, 40-something thousand original kilometres on. It could be different. I haven't even looked. But if that does that and that starter works, she'll go. One thing I didn't bring down is my emergency Stromberg I've showed you all before. Well, those who used to have watched for a while. I modified a Stromberg carburettor that's tuned to suit most of these 6-cylinder manifolds. But we'll see what this one does first. I'll probably disconnect it from the original tank once we get it spinning, so it doesn't draw all that stale stuff up, and I'll just fill the bowl manually here. If I want to run it for a bit longer, I'll sit my boat tank up on the roof of that crew cab there. I'm going to put a battery in her. We'll see if they contact before we go to too much cleaning. What I'm going to try and do is bypass the cab altogether so we're not in there. Actually, I'll give it a quick go, but not overly keen on spending too much time inside this cab. It stinks at the, like, really bad. What I'm going to try and do here is just clipping my button up to this remote solenoid here and just see if they're all old dirty terminals, probably not a great deal of contact on them. That solenoid's actually been exposed to the weather the whole time it's been outside. I might just get one jump lead and put straight on the starter, bypass all of that, and then I'll just get a wire straight from the alternator to the coil as well, just to eliminate the cab altogether. I've got 12 volt going straight to the starter, but she doesn't sound like she wants to play. Made some sort of noise just now. Okay, a bit more promising. Okay, I've got a winding over off the dash in there. I think I just had to free it up by directly giving her a hit down here. Now what we're going to do, see she's got spark, so as I said, I think I'll just run a wire straight over to the coil and eliminate the rest of it. Eliminate all the dash. Okay, before we hook some power up, we're just going to lift the cap off her. This one's actually screwed on. I brought a smaller screwdriver across with me to play with the points, not to undo the cap, but she might work. Okay, not too bad. Certainly seen worse. Okay, the goal here is to get a spark between these two contacts. So I'm going to clean it up first. Yes, I know you shouldn't use sandpaper because it leaves grit there, but that's all I've got with me and that's what I'm using. So put that in that gap. And then you just let the weight of the points put that slight bit of drag on it. There should be plenty. I haven't got any compressed air with me, but that'll be fine. Okay, now I've got this hot wire here, so this is coming off just straight off a positive terminal on the other side. I'm going to hook it onto this ballast resistor here. It may backfeed into the cab, but I'm not too concerned about that. Actually, I think I can hear a electronic fuel pump or something trying to fire up as well. There's some sort of noise. I'm going to eliminate both of those and just wrap it around there so she's not backfeeding into the dash or running that fuel pump. Now we should see a spark here. Something is burning. We just had to go and look because something was definitely burning. We took these two wires off, so it's not powering up whatever that was anymore. All we got now live is that coil. Possibly the alternator too, because through that solenoid down there, but anyway, I can't smell it anymore. So what we're looking for here is a spark between them points. Yep, fairly decent too. So trusting those plugs are okay, she's going to have spark on to all those leads once this cap's back on. So I'll take this wire back off. That's our ignition source. Put the button back in. I'll give that a quick rub, but she's not too bad. Screw the cap back down. So I said earlier about disconnecting the fuel pump, and I think it's, excuse me, it's only electric. That was that noise trying to fire up before. I think it's only electric, so by pulling that wire, or this one, whichever one runs to it, I've already done that. So it's not going to suck that shit up out of the tank now. It's just going to run off what I'm going to tip down her. So we'll hook that back up when we're ready to fire it. So that ignition should be okay. I haven't yet seen the dipstick. Oh, there she is over there. We'll do that when we go around that side. So I'm going to take the snorkel off the carburetor now so we can access that. We can drizzle a bit down into her, and first we'll top the water up actually. Check the oil, top the water up. We'll drizzle a bit down in there so she fires. Oh, she's right on the money. Don't like the idea of these steel lines holding water when they're this old, but you know, we'll try. She might hold enough to fire it up. It's like my D1000 with the Cummins in it up the shed there. She leaks. I think the bracket's broken off where it solders onto the tank, so hopefully I can do it in there. But anyway, I'll get some water and trickle into her. Just plain water, no coolant or anything like that. I don't like wasting fluids on these things if they're not proven. Seems to be more leaking than I'm spilling, like it's got a hole. No, it's just me spilling it. Okay. Well, apart from what I've spilt, there's not much running out of her. I'm just going to get a spanner there, 11 or 7/16, lift that off. Got access to that carby, and we'll give her a go. You want to take the snorkel off her? She's fairly compact. I was trusting that rubber hose would have turned there, but she's not bending. It's just obviously gone hard over the years, or she's stuck on something protruding out of the carburettor. More likely, I'd say. I might have to undo that screw there. Get some spray out of the car so she moves first. Get some spray. Just give her a spray off camera there. It's plenty loose enough now to get the hose to unstick. She is. Put that there out of the way. The problem with having these carburetors open like this, or a diesel engine, the fan picks up all this rat shit and stuff that's been sitting on them for years, and she might draw it in. But anyway, we'll still give her a go. Okay. Throttle linkage is stuck in the cab, so that's all actually flexing, not moving. Oh no, there she goes. Enough to give her a go off the linkage here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I might fill the bowl vent up. You trickle a bit down that bowl vent, it'll fill the bowl, and then she'll run off that, and I'm sure I'll spill enough down there for it to suck it down straight down the throat. Get that full. I'll join that hot wire back up, and then we'll give her a press. Before I do that, I might just hook my button back up now it's moving, and then I've got control over it out here. Just see what it does. I've got some 25:1 two-stroke petrol here, so it should give her a bit of upper cylinder lubricant when she first hits off. And what I might do is just stand back a bit this first one, because a fair bit went straight down into her. Okay, she's now live, so first time in 16 years, we'll see what she does. I've got my button hooked up here now, so see what she does. She's got a valve stuck. She's having a sneeze out there, but she fires up, she might clear. Quite strange actually, because she fired to start with. I don't know if she's flooded or she's lost spark or... Just going to lift the cap back off, see if we've still got spark, see if the points gaps is actually closing and opening. And she's working there. Okay, just had the cap off. She's still got spark at the points. The gap's fine. Looked like it had some corrosion inside the cap. I just give that a bit of a scrape off. It's all it can really be, unless the plugs are fouled up, but I can't imagine them all being like that. At least a couple will be trying to fire, you would think, but without pulling them all out, we'll give her another go. Nice to knock a plug out of her and see what's wrong. She's got a lead hanging off here. I'm just going to see if she's sparking. I don't like holding them because they hit me hard. Just giving her a go here off camera, and she is sparking down here if you can see it. She's jumping onto that manifold there, no problem. Ooh. Nah. Dear, oh dear. Okay, she goes. Let's give her another one. She even idled. She might have been flooded. Let's fill this bowl up again. She's pretty economical. She ran for 30 seconds on that full bowl, if that. Okay. She blew me button and everything off her. Give her another one. I'll fill my petrol back up, then I'll do a walk around of it idling, show you underneath it. There's no fumes, absolutely none coming out of there. That engine's in really good order. I don't know if they got hydraulic tappets. Sounds like one of those is flat and not charged up. Compressor's working. It's electronic oil pressure gauge on the dash. That's not showing anything, but it's no great indication it's not working. I guess I could pull the bloody sender out and just see if she's leaking around it. But with that oil in there and a mechanical pump, I'm near going to guarantee that it's got it. Another way I've seen, which I did look before, is in the tappet cover, but it's got like a baffle there, the splash guard to stop it coming out the breather. So that is another indication that they've got oil pressure when it's lubricating up the top here, but you can't really see that. I could crack that there. That'd be a oil pressure supplier for the air compressor. That's a swivel hose maybe. I'd say that's a swivel joint. I might just get her going again and crack that, just make sure she's got pressure. It's not breathing heavy at all. And with those Ks on it, it's got to be in good condition really, if it's been serviced and looked after. So I just put my hand on the clutch pedal off camera and it went straight to the floor, so I'm not going to buggerise around bleeding that. Chances are the plungers or something's buggered, the master or the slave. So I won't be driving it, but it's just a will it start episode. So I'll fill the bowl back up and get her running again and see if she has got pressure at that compressor. Okay, she's back on. Give the button another press. Got the wrong spanner. I was meant to get 13. She's running on all 6 too, which is good. That's that rusty. I've only got a metric set of tools in this car. It's the right size, but it's rusty. Might have to get a shifting spanner or something else. She's trying to force oil out there. Look at that. She's definitely got pressure. That's not swiveling, that hose, so it's just too rusty. She's running on all 6. She's running smoothly. Show the exhaust pipe underneath her. No smoke. No exhaust leaks either. She sounds quite healthy. It's possibly another reason it didn't start, because all the lifters were flat, if that's what's in it. Because that noise is gone away like that last one's charged, so I could be wrong. Share in the comments if you know what sort of lifters are in them. One other thing I did notice, now that looks like a custom set of headers made for it too. That doesn't look factory to me. Were they tuned up a bit for the fire brigade, a quick response, or was that she's done a manifold and someone's added that to her? Yeah, the bowl's empty now. Gee, she idles nice. Not often these old petrols idle when they've been sitting so long, because all the carby dries out, things are blocked, seals are buggered, you know. She's behaving quite well. Might just trickle that last bit in and run her out. And it's good to get that bit of heat around it, get everything moving again. We'll just give her another bowl full and run that out. It's good for him, as I said. A bit of heat, bit of lubrication. I think more just went in the manifold than the bowl. Anyway, give her another go. She's got a loose connection here somewhere. The battery just died, but Sort of doubting that. What is that? I can feel it. I was just going to brush it off. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. The starter's now decided it doesn't want to work, so I'm not going to force it in case I burn it out. It's a wonder it worked at all with it being exposed like that. It's a good engine. It still spins over. I thought it might have grabbed or something, but yeah, no, it still spins fine. You can feel the starter getting hot. It wasn't stuck in, but whether there's a brush or something's not right in there, I'm not sure. Okay, everyone, that's going to do this episode. It's getting late on a Sunday afternoon now. If you did like that, we're going to put a couple other links up on the screen here for you to watch some other stuff. If you're new to the channel, go back and have a look at that. Will It Starts. We've done plenty of them, not just recently, but a long way back too. We've been going for a few years now, so go and check those out if you like what we do here. So thanks again for watching, and see you all in the next one.